And yeah, I already pressed record.
I wish I fucking didn't touch
Fucking dildo baggins.
Why didn't you say that?
You saw me do it.
No,
You
I didn't.
saw
I was
me
looking at the
press
notes. I'm
record.
writing.
By the way, yeah, so I started my new job this week. Don't you want to know all about it?
Well, that reminds me. Welcome to another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast. The podcast by the service industry, for the service industry, more so.
And honestly,
Just
really
the working world.
Yeah,
really.
just about the working world. We're on... We've done 20 episodes up to this point.
That's right.
This is episode 21, but this is our first time streaming it live on Twitch. We're going to kind of see how this goes over.
Yeah.
I've been streaming on Twitch for a couple of years now, but I'm like on and off, maybe a couple months will go by, I won't do anything, and then for like 5 months straight, I'll just Twitch every single night.
Yeah, this should be fun, so keep an eye out for that. And where should they look for that, Matt?
What, Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's twitch.com/punk_rock_plastics PLASTIXXX. Yeah. Yeah.
But if we're going to post about that, where are we going to post about it? Probably on our Instagram.
On our
right?
Instagram.
And that is at ThankYouForUrServices _podcast on
Yes.
Instagram.
ThankYouForUrServices _podcast on Instagram. And if you would like to write us in on email, maybe you don't do social media, but you really like this podcast or you hate this podcast, you can write us in at ThankYouForUrServices @gmail.com. That's your spelled UR. ThankYouForUrServices @gmail.com.
Fucking right.
So, Tommy Two Streets, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Let's see.
You have the notes right there.
I have the detailed ones here, though.
Oh
a lot of stuff. Well, Matt just complimented my shirt a minute ago. I saw Turnstile the other
Didn't
night.
compliment it, but I just
You said it's
mentioned
a cool shirt.
I said that's that band you showed me,
Oh,
and I went and looked them up.
Well, excuse the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I saw him the other night.
What night?
Tuesday.
Holy shit, they played on a Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Probably a huge crowd, right? You said they're getting really popular?
Sold out the Fillmore. Yep.
Wow.
They're
Good for them, dude.
They're playing 2 shows, and they've sold out almost every night of the tour. They played Brooklyn Monday, and they were on Fallon Monday night also.
What? Didn't you say they just did? They were on Jimmy Kimmel,
Seth
right?
Meyer, they were on
Seth
Kimmel,
Meyers, yeah.
Kimmel and Seth Meyers.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're blowing the fuck up.
Dude, that's good for them, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm jealous, but I'm also extremely happy that a band like that is getting recognition.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call live on the air.
Is it your lovely lady Mel?
Hello.
You ordered for the wrong Target.
I did?
Yeah, for the Christiana Target. And
Yeah.
not the
Yikes.
Ellesmere one.
Oh, fuck me. Oops.
Well,
You gonna go get it?
No? Why would I fucking drive to Christiana from here?
hey Mel, welcome to another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast.
You're
You're
live
on the podcast
right
and
now.
on Twitch.
Yeah, we're
You're a
recording.
fucking asshole.
Oh. Well, we'll sort that out later.
Yikes.
Anyway, it was a really good show. I got there pretty late, left late, but it was fun. And I saw so many.
Wait, who are the openers? Wait, what was the band, by the way?
Turnstile?
I don't think you said that yet.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my bad.
Multiple times.
Okay.
Let's see. Ceremony was on the bill.
That's a cool band name.
You would like them a whole lot.
Ceremony?
Ceremony.
I will look them up.
Citizen.
I'll make a note of it.
Citizen was direct support. Those are the only 2 bands I got there in time for. But
Ceremony. Okay, I'm gonna look them up.
You would like Ceremony a whole lot.
Why? What do they sound like?
Punk.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Let's see.
The show I was supposed to go to this weekend got canceled.
This coming weekend?
Yeah, I was pretty upset. It was a band called Street Cleaner, which is like I would say he's like my favorite synthwave artist. He makes like really cool. If for those of you who are not familiar with what synthwave is, it's like 80s pop, but I don't even know how to put it. It's like somebody described it as like remembering the future. And I was like, wow, that is a perfect explanation.
Remembering the future?
Yeah. It's like music that would be in Blade Runner. I love synthwave. I discovered synthwave through a guy who's actually, he's probably my favorite synthwave artist, but he doesn't play like live shows hardly ever, so I'll never see him, and he's in the UK. He's called Sam Haynes. He does Halloween music. He does like haunted house music for your haunted houses, like for people like me that build haunted houses. He also does just awesome music. He's an incredible musician, songwriter. Really spooky stuff. And I'll write him and he writes me right back. It's really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, and I love shit like that. In fact, actually Street Cleaner wrote back to me too when I asked him about tickets. It was supposed to be at Ortlieb's, but I don't know what happened. They didn't go into detail. They just said
what night?
It was canceled. It was supposed to be this Saturday. So two days from now, the 28th. Yeah. I was a little bit upset. Why?
I'm going to an event at Ortlieb's on Saturday night.
Interesting.
So I think
I saw that. I think they double booked something.
Somebody double booked them.
I really think they did because I kept trying to look it up and buy tickets, and I messaged him and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get to your show. They don't have tickets available." He's like, "Yeah, they're not selling tickets at this moment for some reason." And then he wrote back to me. I said, "Okay," and then nothing. But he's on tour right now with a guy called Watch Out for Snakes and Mortis Black. They're all similar synthwave artists. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, Street Cleaner, big, awesome synthwave artist.
Nice.
But anyway, that got canceled, so
not going in
now
anymore.
I mean, I think the Coffin Cats are playing at Bar 13 this Saturday. I might go to that. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
I'm actually really nervous. I was supposed to go see. I saw my buddy's band last week, a week ago actually, on Thursday night. My buddy Sean, he's in a band called the Brule County Bad Boys. Shout out, they're awesome country band.
Hey,
like not like country how a lot of people would think. They're like classic country, like very much they're like a country blues band, like an old school, like 50s, 60s style country blues band. They're really, really talented guys. So I went and seen them last week, and they were fantastic. And then I was supposed to go see my buddy Dave's band, but I found out that one of my buddies got COVID.
Poop.
And it freaked me out so bad. And another person he's in contact with, I cut her hair, and then I got freaked out. This was days ago, so don't worry. And I took a test, and I was negative, but I got too freaked out. I didn't want to be around people, especially like in large groups.
Yeah, it makes
so
sense.
I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to any concerts for a while. I think I don't want to get sick again. You know, I got sick last year, and
it really screwed you. So I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people aren't worried about it, and to some extent, I see most people are like, it's just like getting sick, whatever. But for me, it really fucked me up. So, and I can't really take chances because my wife has Lyme disease. Mm-hmm. So I don't like to take chances.
Yeah, she's compromised.
Yes.
So, anywho.
So is Mel coming here?
I don't think so anymore.
Yikes.
Well.
Did I just ruin your night by saying... Was she mad at me or mad at you?
She's mad at me because I ordered the stuff to the wrong Target. She went to the Target up the street instead of the one that I ordered
I get that,
to.
but I think... Because we had her live on the podcast, she seemed pretty mad.
Whatever. I'm not going to edit it out.
Okay.
She's the one who chose the phone call, so.
Well.
Maybe I'm going to hell. That's okay. Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
There's a. I'll be in hell right next to these people.
Okay, go on.
There's a special place in hell.
For what?
For people, guys specifically, who leave a pissy toilet seat in a public stall.
Oh yeah, I agree. Fucking hate it.
It's gross.
Sick of it. I cleaned up so much human waste on deployment. Yeah. So what happened to you? Did you sit in somebody's pee?
I sure didn't.
Oh. It sounded like, you were about to lead into sitting in somebody else's pee. I know we've had that conversation on here multiple times. Yeah, like with the girls. They've sat in other people's pee.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, pee and period blood.
No, so I clean up, but I don't want to have to fucking do that. You should just do it after yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, especially in the workplace, like it's a small business. Like there's not that many of us here.
Yeah.
Most
definitely.
Don't be a dum-dum.
Well, that brings me to what I wanted to talk about.
Excellent.
I was pooping today. Oh. I know you always make fun of me for having clean poops, which I do. But I was pooping. I was almost done, and somebody else came in, And literally, as soon as they entered the bathroom, it sounded like pee coming out of both holes, mixed with farts.
It was just like, to my life.
What?
Welcome to my life.
You're pooping out liquid?
A lot of the time, yeah.
Why? What's going on in there? Oh, right.
Dude.
I forgot. I always fucking forget.
Yeah.
You are missing a intestine.
I'm missing an organ.
Yeah. Has it always been like that since the surgery?
Yeah.
Wow.
They told me it would be.
Is it painful?
No.
No? Just shoots right out?
It's the same. I mean, the only thing I will say is that since you do it multiple times in a day, you have to be cognizant of how hard you wipe. Because because you'll screw yourself.
Oh, I've damaged that area.
Plus,
do you use baby wipes now, though, or flushable wipes?
I have a bidet, bro.
Oh, that's right.
It's the best thing in my entire life.
Yeah.
Clean always. It's amazing.
I sometimes just throughout the middle of the day, I'll just wipe my butt out with a wipe.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
It gets sweaty back there.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is.
It's good to clean the crack.
It is. Yeah. Damn it, I was going to make that joke today.
A friend of mine once said it should be illegal to have single-ply toilet paper, or there should be a bidet on every toilet.
Ever?
Every toilet.
Who was I talking to? Oh, my buddy who was stationed.
He said it opposite. There should be a bidet on every toilet, or it should be single-ply toilet paper should be outlawed. That's what he said.
My one buddy who was stationed in Japan for 3 years told me about all the different toilet styles they have there. Where like,
Japan.
Yeah, because he was prior Marines. Now he's Guard, and they had these like, you know, the toilet seat covers that they give you, those really shitty like paper ones.
Yeah.
And I can never remember why that middle portion is still connected. You know how it like connects in the middle? I went and looked it up one time.
I've never ever used one.
Oh, really?
Except to clean up pissy toilet seats.
Oh, see, I've had to use them plenty of times, like where there's like poop on the seat, and it won't. It's like hardened, and I'm like, I don't have time to like clean it from somebody else. You know?
I see. What
Not
you're saying.
me. I would never leave poop on a seat, but
I don't know how it gets up there,
dude.
My legs are there.
I don't either, but people just got some big butts.
And yeah. Anyway.
Well, there was something wrong with your butt. I noticed last week when we were recording. You know what I'm talking about? There's a big crack in it. So,
I wasn't ready. That's good.
Wait, you weren't ready for that? Damn. Yeah, and I even said I was like, I was gonna make that joke, and then I stayed silent for a bit. And
there you
like,
go.
I'm gonna get you, because I didn't get you with the butt cheeks one before, the one where I was like, they're still together after all the shit they've been through. That's such an old joke, but I love it. Anywho, he told me that there's all different styles of bidets over there, and everything has a bidet. But there's also, they refill like your paper toilet seat cover, like it like shoots another one out. Yeah, pretty insane, huh?
That's wild. They're always innovating shit over there. They're 30 years ahead of us always.
Oh, dude, Japan's so cool.
Innovation wise.
I mean, besides, World War II and everything, Japan got really fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, they had no choice but to start from zero, so they were already pretty modern back then, so they were like, fuck it, we're going all the way.
If you really think about it, I can't remember who put this in perspective for me. It might have been Kaiju Transmissions podcast. I've been listening to them since day one. A great podcast about shout out. They're great podcast if you're a fan of Japanese cinema and kaiju movies. They talked about how Japan's art being so amazing because they're the only post-apocalyptic society in existence at the moment.
Oh, that's true.
Think about it. 2 nuclear bombs dropped on them.
Man, that's a great point.
Isn't that
And they're
wild?
a tiny fucking country.
They're a small series of islands, yes. I know.
Being in America makes me realize or forget all the time that we're fucking huge.
We are a huge country compared to every other country, but it's because it's funny. We look at all these places like, oh, that's America. But we forget that other places looking at us, they probably look at like Louisiana and California as 2 different countries because they really are.
Man, I bet they do. That's a great fucking point too. Shit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when you're on the outside looking in at America, I mean, look, we're the only country with a mass shooting problem. Like, we have so many problems that other countries don't have. We also have I would say, the most diversity in our country than any other country, which makes its own series of issues that nobody else would have. I mean, you know what I mean?
It speaks to how large we are.
Yeah, it does.
We're diverse. We have a fucking choice to be. We have fucking, what would you say, 10 countries worth of space in this country?
Oh, yeah.
More than 5, less than 10.
Well, I mean, look at how big Europe is, and I feel like you could fit Europe in the U.S.
Easily, many times.
I don't know about many times.
At least more than once. Have you ever been to Texas?
I have been to Texas.
Oh, yeah. You
I was stationed there, yeah. I was at Fort Hood, which is a dangerous place.
It takes a day to drive across Texas.
Yeah.
When I was in Houston, I landed at DFW, and then we drove to Houston so I could sleep there for a tour. And we got to Houston. We were driving for an hour, and we were still in Houston.
You know what I always forget, too, is people in certain parts of the country are still like, okay, so Texas used to be part of Mexico, right? I forget how proud people are to be
Texans.
they're Texans. Yeah. I don't know if we were talking about this before. So my one buddy, he is Mexican, and he just moved to Texas not too long ago, maybe like 2 years ago. And he just wanted to make some friends. So he would like try and talk with other people he thought could have been from Mexico or whatever, were Mexican. And so he'd be like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Are you know?" He's like, "I'm Mexican. Are you Mexican too?" He literally, this is how he described it to me. And they go, "No, I'm Texan." And I was like, he was like, "Dude, I didn't even understand that concept." And then because my wife is Mexican, when she broke it down for me, it made a lot more sense that general area. I mean, it's so heavily influenced by Mexico, and there is such a large Mexican population that the people from that area are obviously culturally proud of that area, and they're fucking Texan, bro. That's wild to me.
Two of the people on the Drown tour were like that. Like they were Mexican by heritage, but they're like, I'm from fucking Texas. They love being from Texas.
Well, my wife was born in Texas. Technically, she was adopted. Like her mom had come over the border into Texas, gave birth to her, and then went back over.
Okay.
Yeah, and because she was put up for adoption, her bio mom. I mean, so. Yeah, it is very interesting how much of, and then there's like Baja California, because that was also part of Mexico. It's wild, man. Did you ever watch John Leguizamo's? He has like Latino history on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called. It's actually a very interesting. It's like a stand-up comedy bit, but it's like not a bit, but it's like a whole hour long. It's like a special.
That must be his one-man show.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's actually very informative and very good if you ever get a chance to watch. I don't know if it's something you'd be into, but I learned a lot from that. As I never looked into Mexican history and stuff. So
I laughed at his HBO special when I was a little kid. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's an incredible actor. He's one of the best of our time.
He's pretty funny.
He is funny. He also played Luigi Mario in the Mario Brothers movie.
He also played, what was The Pest?
Yeah, he was the best.
That movie sucked, though.
I used to rent it as a kid, but now that I'm older. He was also Clown in Spawn, which I fucking loved growing up. Still love it. What was I just going to say? Oh, you ever think about Mario and how they're the Mario Brothers?
That was my sternum.
So his name is Mario, and then Luigi's name is Luigi Mario.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought about that until right now.
It's wild, right?
I thought they were just single. Man, I guess they are the Super Mario Brothers. They're the
Super Mario Brothers. His name is Mario.
Damn, what's Barney's last name?
Barney the dinosaur?
His last name is Dinosaur?
Yeah, is his middle name The?
What's Big Bird's last name?
Bird.
His first name is Big?
Yeah. Didn't you ever see that Tom Hanks movie? Same thing.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what comes out this weekend?
This is off the rails.
What? That Top Gun movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't want to see it, I don't think.
I feel like it's been out for a minute.
You know, I have always wanted to work at a movie theater, But
I think it's lost its shine.
It sure has.
I don't think it's fun to work at movie theaters
I think
anymore.
those people who work there are miserable. It is a fucking Wild West in there anymore.
It looks worse than working at McDonald's now.
No, see, I think it's not a bad gig, but there's no like management going on.
Yeah.
Literally, I walk into a movie theater all the time anymore because we go to the movies a lot. The place you buy tickets is fucking empty, or whatever. Like I used to just walk up, here's my fucking $10 or whatever. Or now it's like what, $12 to go see a movie, $11, 13 maybe. It's not that high.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not.
Add a ticket to your cart. Watch what happens.
It's okay. Maybe it's $13.
It's 13 average.
Okay. So,
$13.50.
which honestly isn't even that bad. People have been complaining about movie prices for years, and I'm like, dude, it's like still, and they still do $5 like Tuesdays or whatever.
$6.50.
Whatever, dude. That's the same price it was when I was a little kid.
For all tickets.
For all tickets, you're right. Yeah, but they did. But
I remember them being like 7 or 8. But
yeah,
done.
I remember $6.50. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember like taking girls to the movies and shit in like 6th, 7th grade. That was like where I remember going to see Signs twice in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to get to some more thoughts or what?
This is my thoughts. I'm thinking working at the movie theater right now is odd. And everybody's fucking weird from quarantine. I've seen people with like their bare feet out and shit at the movie theater. It's disgusting. It makes me want to fucking throw up.
That floor.
So yeah, do you want to get to one of your thoughts or shall I go?
I don't like walking on those floors with my shoes on.
Bro, it's so sticky.
Let alone.
I don't understand how people can be comfortable in other places besides their own home.
I mean, I'm comfortable places, but not that comfortable.
I've never been comfortable once.
I have fucking decorum.
I fall asleep in full clothing on a daily basis. I'll fall asleep in full clothing. Shoes on, everything. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, do you want to get to one of your thoughts? Yeah. Or, all right, go for it.
So, remember how we were talking about DoorDash last week?
Yeah, I do.
I have a part 2.
Uh-oh.
My thoughts. So, Grubhub.
Whoa. Okay, go on.
Grubhub, a competitor of DoorDash, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Grubhub just came to New York City. Do you know what they did?
Wait, what do you mean they just came to New York City?
DoorDash was like the top dog.
The monopoly
in New York City.
And now there's a new man in
Grubhub
town.
just came to New York. So you know what they did?
Town ain't big enough for the both of us. What?
On the Tuesday that they launched,
yeah,
Grubhub was offering a promo code for a $15 worth of free food.
Yikes!
Okay? So they're like, we're buying you lunch to introduce you to the.
Boy, they must have a lot of money to go to fucking New York and do that.
So problem is,
okay,
they did not tell their drivers that they were doing that.
What?
And they did not tell the restaurants that were that participate in Grubhub that they were doing it either.
So who did they even tell?
They told the potential buyers with their ads. They said use this promo code free lunch or something for $15 worth of free shit, including no service charges or whatever.
What?
So restaurants are like, I saw photos of like the receipt piles from the shit just printing out. There were some a comment. I saw comments on the thread like, yeah, I work at one of these restaurants. They didn't tell us that they were going to run this promo. There have been so many people calling in, canceling orders because the wait is 2 hours, 3 hours for them to get food.
Holy shit.
And also, imagine what it was like for the people in the restaurant. Where do you think the servers were? What do you think the kitchen staff was doing?
Yeah.
Trying to make all that fucking
all
food.
the to-go orders.
Plus, they would have like 30 plus orders not picked up. That's just straight up waste.
Yikes.
All that product is fucking gone. There were bags and bags of trash of just fucking not picked up Grubhub orders on the street.
They didn't just give them to homeless people, huh? Yeah, guess not.
There's some... That's some weird health code bullshit.
That is fucking weird. That reminds me of that Seinfeld episode, the muffin tops. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I can kind of picture it because I've heard about the premise.
Elaine and her boss came up with this idea that they opened a store called Muffin Tops, and they would bake the full muffins, but then cut off the tops and just sell the tops because they were like, oh, people's favorite part of the muffin is the top.
Okay.
And then they were like, we'll just donate the bottoms to the homeless. And then these people that took care of the homeless were like yelling at them. They're like, what, you think they want just the fucking bottoms? It was pretty funny, dude.
That is funny.
But Jesus.
Oh, can you fucking imagine that?
I can't, dude. I can't even imagine living in New York City. I've stayed the night there a few times, like when my band had a show or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no way. I could
thrive there if I was single and I was only focused on myself.
If you're single, that's a whole different world, though. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not like the hustle of New York is not for me at this point in my life.
God, no.
I wouldn't be able to do it with two people. I can barely, as you can tell, I can barely keep fucking two people's shit on track.
Oh my God, dude.
Or one person's shit on track, let alone fucking two in the city like that.
Are you a polygamist? That's what I was saying. Two people.
No, dude, I love everybody.
Do you think
I'm not fucking I wasn't raised that way.
Do you think
What do you think, I'm a fucking Mormon?
Do you think you could have two wives? Like, do you think you could love two women or people, whatever?
I don't know.
Like, you think you could love two people equally?
I love way more than two people. Way more than
But that's what I'm saying. Like, romantically, do you think you could?
Nope.
No, you're a one person guy.
Easy. Nope.
Okay.
Because there's so much that goes into a relationship.
There's a lot.
There's no way I could multiply that by two. Not
yeah, definitely.
It's fucking hard.
It's very hard. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. Another Seinfeld bit was when Jerry and George both took on the responsibilities of one relationship. They discovered that being in a relationship alone is too hard. So Jerry had a new girlfriend, and George he was like his assistant for the girlfriend.
Oh man,
it was very funny.
I can't wait to get to that episode.
Yeah. Oh wait, did you just start watching Seinfeld?
I'm only at like season 3 or 4.
My God.
So I'm excited.
It's the greatest. It's the
greatest sitcom ever made.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I wanted to make sure you were aware.
Oh yeah.
That in The Office. I would say that in The Office.
That's a multicam though. It's different. Seinfeld's a single.
It's still a sitcom.
Yeah, but it's a different format.
It is. It has a laugh track and everything, but you know, it was around.
Well, speaking of relationships, this is my last thought. I think.
Sure. Yeah. My last thought. I think.
So
just like that.
Sex.
What about it? Oh yeah.
As long as the sex is good for both, or whoever's involved in it.
Sure.
Like you both climax or you
I need to
both
move
orgasm?
this down so I can see you better. So before you ask me this question, let me just.
There you go. Point it up. Okay.
I didn't want that to be. There you go. All right.
Do you think it matters how long it is?
How long sex is?
Yeah.
As long as both parties come to completion.
Exactly.
No.
So it could be 5 minutes and you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I wonder if that's a guy thing too.
No. So actually, I used to date a girl for a long, long time, and she told me after the first like 20 minutes to a half hour, it just kind of starts to hurt. So
yeah, that's the thing.
That's with a lot of people in general. So especially like me being married, our sex life is very like, it's great actually, but it's planned out, you know.
It's regimented.
Like, yeah, like so I'll get a text of like, you know, or I'll text her, and we have like a goofy way of like saying it.
Dick appointment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I text her. No, we'll say
checking in. What's my copay? I need to put in a cancellation. She's like, sorry, within 24 hours, not optional.
Yeah,
and you're like,
still have to pay up. So she'll say something like, tonight perhaps, and then do the little sad eyes emoji, or not sad eyes, what would you call that thing? It's like the wide-eyed,
like the big puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, puppy dog eyes. And I'll go, yeah, of course, you know.
That emoji has ruined texting.
No, I love that emoji.
I can't stand it.
It's a perfect emoji.
Yeah, gets on my nerves.
Yourself. I love that.
But you know how like when if someone is roasting somebody else who they have had sex with before, they'll be like, and you didn't even last that long.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, did you come? If you didn't come, then I understand. Like, it makes more sense to be like, and you didn't make me come. Not like, oh, you were so quick. Like, fuck
yeah.
quick.
So I would say
anything more than 20 minutes, I'm fucking out.
I would say God, I feel like saying this is not like acceptable anymore. But okay, so as a man,
you are a man. You can still have a man's perspective.
No, I know. I would say okay. So I'm in my 30s. So
It's
I would say for anybody
not.
our age who's more used to our line of talking, as a man, I would say you have to very much focus on the female during sex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously your focus is there, but I'm saying I know a lot of people who are like not generous lovers, and they like tell these stories like they think they're badass because they like
it's macho or something.
That, like, you ever meet guys our age that still call women bitches, and you're like, dude,
not in a serious way. No.
oh my god, I
never have.
I still do all the time, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like they're still in 6th grade, they're still dealing weed and calling women bitches, you know?
They don't
like,
fuck.
oh, this bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Those people don't fuck.
They might have sex every once in a while, but they don't fuck.
Like, I don't know if they're having sex with a woman. They're
they're
having sex with a fleshlight,
or like a girl
hand.
that just turned 18 and they think like drug dealers are still cool or some shit, you know, or whatever. So I would say, you know, once you're kind of like good at your craft, once you're old enough and you kind of like understand, like, and this isn't just Tinder sex either. Like Tinder sex, I've got, you know, when I was like younger or whatever, I'd go for like 4 hours straight because you're
Jesus
like, all right,
Christ.
well, let me just like this girl, I'm only gonna see her like one time or whatever, and like let's make it an awesome night.
No way, that doesn't sound awesome at all. It sounds horrible.
No, it was great. But then, you know, when you're in a relationship and stuff, and you guys, you know, when the sex is more about just like, you know, an intimacy and snuggling, it's better to just go for like a half hour or so, 45 minutes, and then
4 hours is a goddamn marathon practically.
Yeah, but that was what it was. You know, you remember like being in your 20s, and that's like what it was all about. It was like you want to go for forever.
Not at all. That's exactly why I brought this up. I was never like that.
Oh, see, I was like that, where I was like, all right, I have to go this long, and then once I was in a like with my wife, like she's really the first one where we discussed everything we like, and we, you know, we only go for a certain amount of time, and then we, you know, we both are happy, and then we want to snuggle up and hang out and listen to music and talk about the deeper parts of life.
Yeah, it sounds like a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, I guess then you've probably never done this. Have you? You've never gone so long that you've just called it and been like, I can't go any longer. I'm not gonna come. Because I have.
No. I've never done that.
I've thrown in the towel.
There was one time. Oh God. There was. I was always very much a relationships person, I'll say.
A serial monogamist, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, there was something in my 20s that snapped me out of. I just stopped ever being jealous. So, like, I just didn't care anymore. Like, you know, when you're younger, I was very, like, if I saw my girl with another man, I'd be upset. And then it just snapped out of it completely, where I was like, oh, actually, I don't think I care at all about anything that happens.
One day, that bone just broke.
Yeah, it was weird.
It never grew back.
Yeah, so that happened to you as well?
Oh, yeah, I died before.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You did actually die.
And then... No, but when I was 24, about to be 25, and I got hurt real bad, and I was in the hospital, my whole personality shifted after that.
I remember.
And that event was when shit really stopped mattering to me.
Yeah.
The small stuff, I was like, fuck the small stuff. I couldn't care less about jealousy.
It was so weird to see you in that state. I mean, especially we were young, and that made me rethink a lot of things in life too.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? So
keep going. That's why I'm saying, like, the jealousy, anxiety.
Yeah. it's
all that shit, bro. That it left me and it has never been back since then.
I think what snapped me out of it too was I was with women that were like that as well, which
okay.
Typically they always make that about it seems like it's more that people think it's more common in the man to be aggressively jealous, but I had been with a couple of girls that were that way.
So you're kind of matching the energy.
And I was like, you know what? Why do I care so much about that? I actually don't care. Like, if we broke up right now, I'd be fine. You know, like, I started thinking that all the time. And then I was like, oh, maybe I just am not happy with this person.
Patrice O'Neal made an amazing point about that thing before. I got to find it and I'll send it to you.
Oh, please do. Yeah, he's hilarious.
It was one of those talks that they had on the air when he did the radio. He was like, I can't summarize it good enough because it was so brilliant. He did it constantly. He did it all the time, but like when he wasn't just joking around. His point of view is truly missed. In the world.
I really thought he was a really fantastic comedian.
Yeah, but that was my last bullet point of shit on my mind.
Okay, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I would say, and I see a lot of people being like, I hate these like dumb. I wouldn't even call them memes. They're just like typed sentences that'll say like normalize this and normalize that. A lot of them get on my nerves, I'll be honest with you.
Basically a tweet.
Yes. See, I've never been on Twitter, but that makes a lot of sense now.
I've been off it for a couple of years. I don't miss it.
I don't even know why anybody would want to be on that shit. But yeah, so I've seen it where it's like normalize orgasms not being the most important part of sex or something, and I'm like, and I was always like, well, that sounds just lazy.
That's shocking to me.
But people, I think, are becoming more, I would say sedentary.
Yeah,
very much so. People are becoming the people that are in the movie WALL-E. If you've ever seen WALL-E, and they're happier with it. And me personally, I'm very much against that way of life. I've always been into like, oh, you aren't happy with the way you look.
Make shit happen.
Yeah, why don't you work out?
Make it better.
I work out every day to make sure because I truly believe healthy body, healthy mind. Yeah. But I know a lot of people are like, oh, body positivity, and which is fine too. But that's just not how I want to live my life.
It's fine to be positive and be okay with it. But
yeah,
it's not okay to ignore detriments to your health.
Yeah, very much so.
It's not okay to just put health to the side.
No, and I think
it'll fucking kill you.
Well, I think there are things like I think orgasms are the most important part of sex. I don't. Why else would you have sex?
They don't call it a climax for nothing.
Yeah,
it's like
it's the best part.
Exactly. There's no other way to say it.
It's the main part of the story, right?
Yeah, exactly. The main part of the movie.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that's important. There's a lot of things I think are important. We had a bunch of our your friends over. We had both met them, I guess, the same day.
Mm-hmm. When Tex was here?
And yeah, and that guy Fats, he's a really cool guy.
I was thinking about him today.
Yeah, really cool guy. But he brought up a point. He was like, "Oh, people tell me they're straight edge," and I'm like. And he says like, I don't care. It's not important to me if you are or not. And then I said, I actually think it is important. Those are one of the things that defines, I can already tell at least part of your character when I meet you. Not that really has anything to do with you being a good or bad person, but I feel like, okay, you're straight edge. Maybe you're pretty dedicated to things in life. I don't know. So, and then he goes, oh, you know what? You make a good point. Maybe that is because we both connected because we're both straight edge.
It tells me that you can make up your mind and stick with it.
Yes, very much so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, a lot of people say they are, and then they're not really.
That is a lot less common for me.
Oh, see, I've met a few people.
I actually don't think I've ever. No, I don't think I've ever met a fake edger once.
Oh, I have.
Never. I never have.
I went on a couple dates with a girl that was.
That's just odd.
It was odd.
What an odd choice.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, so you're just not then? Like you're drinking?
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like my wife's not straight edge in the least, and I don't care. It's just, it's weird if you lie about it.
Yeah, my girl's not either. She fucking is a weed head.
A weed head?
Yeah. Pothead.
Somebody at my new job, by the way. My new job is going very well. Thank you for asking. I very much like it, except I have to wake up at 5 every day, which kind of sucks. I mean, I was an early riser anyway, but it's...
You already did that before you worked there.
Yeah.
So it's not really different.
Yeah. But I prefer if I would wake up at 6. But that's okay. 5 is fine.
Yeah, but imagine getting out... I mean, you don't have to imagine. You're getting out at 4 instead of 6 or 6:30 or 7.
4:30.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. So I get 2 15-minute breaks now and a half hour for lunch. And
you get workout time.
Workout time.
God.
It's insane.
I'd work anywhere for that.
It's real. I worked out yesterday, showered, and went back to work.
Wow.
In the facility, and I was like,
Crazy.
I feel amazing right now.
That's crazy.
I love it because I start dragging around 2 o'clock. I really do. Especially, I'm used to working out in the morning. That wakes me up. Now I just have to hurry up and eat and then go to work. And then I have to wait until like 2:30 to work out. So I need to get used to that schedule, which sucks. But just
it sucks now.
I just gotta get used to it. So I wanted to talk about. So yesterday at my job, every morning you do like a meeting to figure out like what aircraft are going up or what's wrong with what. There was an argument that happened and I don't want to obviously name any names and whatever, but I just wanted to say, as a new person sitting there, I was watching a person that has been doing this a very long time, who knows fathoms more than me. They were upset about a certain thing, and another person was like, hey, you can't fly that. Another higher up was like, you can't fly that aircraft without doing this, this, and this. If I say all the technical stuff, nobody's going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. So basically, and the guy was like, yes, you can. And the one guy was like, well, then you fucking fly it and we'll talk about this later. And the guy was like, no, we're going to talk about it now. And he started getting so mad.
So he was
yelling.
It sounds like somebody was sure of something. The superior said, no, you can't. They put their foot down.
And No, it's hard to explain the way it works in the Army. There's multiple superiors, and sometimes one outranks the other.
If someone outranks you, that's all it is. You can't
no, because then another time, like I said, I don't really want to name names and ranks here, but sometimes there are different ranks.
Just give it a number.
But somebody's been doing something longer,
put it on a scale of 1 to 10 or something. Their
expertise is looked at more.
So put it on a scale of like 1 to 10 for me. Like someone's a 2 and this person telling them's a 6.
So they're both a 10.
They're okay.
I'm sorry. They're both a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're not 10s.
10 would be like generals.
Okay.
And if a general says something, you fucking do that thing.
Yeah.
So these people are very high up.
9s.
They've been in the Army. One's 20, like been in like 20 years. The other one was like 35 years.
Fuck.
Yeah. And
a lifetime.
Yeah. So anyway, I'd never seen, I've seen people get pretty mad before. This dude's head turned cherry red.
Oh God.
His face, and I thought he was going to fucking pop. It was wild. And I'm sitting there just quiet, like, okay, I don't really understand what they're talking about because I'm still new. Like I do, you
speak the language, but you don't quite get it.
Yeah, like I'm still very, very new. Plus, so my job in the Army, I've talked about it a little bit on here. I do wiring on Black Hawks, and I do what's called avionics. And now that I'm hired full time, I'm not doing avionics anymore. I'm a regular aircraft mechanic. So all this stuff I'm learning now, brand new to me.
Okay.
I'm doing actual like mechanic work, not electrical work. And I've learned more in the past 3 days than I ever did in the past 2 years I've been doing avionics, or more than 2 years. It's wild. And which I love. I love to learn. So, and I'm busy as shit. I'm climbing in and out of birds and on top of them. And dude, I'm not great with heights. And there's things I have to do where so for you've probably never seen maintenance done on a helicopter before, right? I mean, that's just not your world. So,
I've only been around in person around a helicopter 3 times in my life.
If I'm ever able to take you, every once in a while they'll do something where they'll fly like friends and family. I am fucking taking you up.
All right.
I think you'd actually really like it. But so there's you know what a tail of a helicopter looks like. It's like slanted and it goes really high up.
Yeah.
So you have to climb all the way up there, and they give you these little rods. They'll pop out of the tail, and you have to climb up, and you have to take shit off really carefully, and then you have to check all this different stuff every time before it flies. And I'm still shaky when I'm up there, and I'm still getting used to it. Now, I've done work up there before, like where I've literally been up there for like a full day, like soldering wires and shit. But I had like a ladder next to me where like I could place my tools and shit like that.
A little workstation kind of thing?
Yeah, where they'll have like metal ladders that'll like spring all the way up to there or whatever.
With like a tabletop thing on it. I know what you mean,
But like now I'm just up there with no support or nothing. And there's sometimes like stuff is stuck and like screws are stuck and it won't fucking go in. And I'm up there holding on to this like little tiny metal rod that I'm like hanging off the side, and I'm very nervous.
Yeah. You could fall down. It's scary.
You could fall, yes. My buddy fell
how many feet high?
A couple months ago.
10
it's
feet?
Probably a little more than that, yeah.
Higher than a basketball hoop?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, much higher.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Like a backboard?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking high.
It's pretty high up there.
Jeez.
Yeah. You would literally like I could show you know what? I will show you a picture of me at the top of one right now. While I listen to you talk about who you're working with.
All right. Well, who should I get into first? So there's a person who sends out basically a memo every day of the people who are out for the day.
Okay.
If someone's out for the week, if someone's just called out that day, they're working remote or something.
That's me from like when we first like.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of like a news chopper or something like a police
these
chopper.
are Black
They're
Hawks.
so much bigger.
Yeah, they're huge.
This is like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's I know it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see I'm like
the perspective is different because the phone doesn't show the ground.
Yeah,
but
that's from a couple
you're
years
way
ago.
up there.
Yeah.
So this person sends out the memo every day, and they have to like they choose to do this, but I guess anybody would. They send like a meme, like with like the message like, "Oh, hang in there, it's Monday."
Hate it, dude.
Yeah.
If it's between you and one friend, that's fine. When it's in a professional group message setting, stop fucking doing that shit.
Here's why you should stop.
Yeah.
Because those memes fucking suck. It's the equivalent of the hang in there kitten poster.
Yeah, but that's like cute and nice. But when I start seeing like fucking like a Harry Potter meme of like Haggard, or like, do you remember the meme of Rick from The Walking Dead? And it was like coral, like that over and over. It was like shit like that. You don't remember that meme?
Yeah. I don't like The Walking Dead either.
The Walking Dead was good a couple seasons. Then it just got to be trash. The first season was great. Second season was trash because that's when the writer's strike happened. And then the third season and fourth season were fantastic. And after that, it just started it was so boring. I couldn't watch it anymore.
Here's the one from last Friday. Can you try and read that out loud for me?
Hello, hallelujah, praise the Lord. It's Friday. So that's Tyler Perry as Medea. For those of you you want to see.
They'll never see that this far away from
no,
the
you
screen.
can see it. You can see it. It's closer when you watch it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's super annoying.
Hallelujah.
I've never thought Tyler Perry was funny.
Praise the Lord.
Lord.
L-O-R-T.
Does he? But he doesn't even say it like that in the movie.
They don't say that line. They don't say this.
So I've tried watching Tyler Perry movies before just to see what the hype was about.
You want me to break it down extremely simple?
No.
It's because you're not black.
I don't think so. There's definitely white people that think Tyler Perry's funny.
Here's one. I think Tyler Perry's really fucking funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. And then I try. So
it's not for you. It's not. It's. I'm not saying that to be like a dick. It's not made for you. Tyler Perry makes his art and whatever for his base, which is other black people.
Oh.
It simply is that way.
Oh, okay. I just kind of I assumed it was just
It's not
a certain type of humor. Like I really didn't.
No,
I guess I didn't-
there's a reason it's not mainstream. Why do you think that is?
Well,
because it's niche.
he's an independent filmmaker.
It's kind of
he has
niche.
his own studio.
Exactly, dude. Speaking of COVID, he fucking did it amazingly. They didn't stop once.
Yeah,
because
that's
they
awesome.
had their bubble. It was brilliant.
So, in fact, COVID for indie filmmakers was a really good thing. More people started checking out indie films on like streaming services when COVID happened. So that podcast that we had Kevin on last episode.
Shout out Kevin Crook of the Wicked Horror Podcast.
Yeah, the Wicked Horror Show.
And the Dorkening Network.
Yes. So
Wicked Horror Show
Kevin
podcast.
always talks to indie filmmakers. That's like most of their people that they bring on are indie horror filmmakers.
Yeah.
And they always talk about how on Tubi and Vimeo, and then Amazon, because Amazon has a lot of B horror movies and indie horror films. More people since COVID happened, they've been making money through those services. Like these people that would barely get distribution before, now they're like killing it. So I think that's really cool. So yeah, that makes sense that Tyler Perry's doing good. So do you know who Michael Jai White is?
I know the name.
So he's not only fucking extremely talented.
Actor.
He is an actor. He's an extremely talented martial artist. He played Spawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I do
So
know
I'm
Michael
like
Jai
a
White,
big
yes.
Michael Jai White fan. Obviously Spawn. If you've ever seen Blood and Bone, which is like, it's a really fun movie. It's almost like an old school exploitation film, where he like fights his way to the fucking top of the fighting underground world and all this shit. He just come out of prison. He's awesome. He was framed for something in prison. It's a fun movie. It's on Netflix right now. It's from 2009. I think, just watch it, check it out. But he was in a Tyler Perry movie, and I gave it a watch, and I couldn't even get through it. It was so dumb. And now I can't remember, but they were all stuck somewhere during a snowstorm. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's in the first one, and then there was a sequel because it was so popular. And he played like an asshole who was like very obviously cheating on his wife all the time. And I think she was like chubby or something, and he was like always like commenting about how she was fat. Anyway, I watched it because he was in it, and I was like, this sucks. And then I did the same thing with a Tyler Perry TV show that he was in that I think only had one season, and it was horrible. And I was like, okay, I guess I just don't think this is funny.
Well, it's a little different when you make a TV show.
Yeah, it was awkward too. Plus Michael Jai White, like, I don't think he's made for comedy. Now, he is in Black Dynamite. He's the main character. But I don't think Michael Jai White's comedic timing is very good. I think the way that movie was cut was you've seen that movie at least, right? You've never seen Black Dynamite?
No, I saw Black Klansman, but not Black Dynamite.
All right, they're two completely different films.
I understand.
I never saw Black Klansman yet, but I do like I like Spike Lee movies.
What are we talking about?
Well, no, I mean I've seen like clips from it. They're just like Black Dynamite's supposed to be like an old school exploitation.
It's a blaxploitation
movie. Yeah,
film.
exactly.
It's modern though. I just haven't seen it.
So, who else are you working with?
People who are not comfortable in silence.
Yes, my mother-in-law.
People who will take up dead air with nothing small talk.
Yeah.
Talk that will not add to your day.
Nope.
It will not add to a conversation. You can forget about it the moment it's over, and it will do nothing.
Dude.
It will simply take up space in the air.
That is the army to a fucking T.
Small talk?
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, it
you can't,
fucking makes me crazy.
Like, people are like, oh man.
It's selfish.
They don't give us enough time to do any work around here and stuff. And then I see everybody just like standing around talking to each other of these little weird conversations. I'm like, dude, like let's just work. And
small talk is selfish.
that's not even just full-time
if you
side.
think about it.
Small talk,
Yes.
completely selfish.
Because
Yes.
you're taking away from what I'm either concentrating on. If I'm especially if I'm concentrating on something, leave me alone with your fucking talk about the weekend.
Well, let me tell you something. You want to talk? Make a podcast.
Yeah.
This is where we do all our talking.
Yeah, then I'll listen to this shit in my headphones, and I can actually understand it because I'll get the full context. And yeah, podcasts rule. Small talk sucks.
Yeah, small talk can fucking...
Small talk fucking stinks, dude.
Yeah. Why don't you go just bury your head in the sand, small talk?
God. They make you engage too,
dude. Well, it just brings me to who I'm working with.
Perfect.
Now is jokesters.
Okay.
Which I love.
I love a good joke.
But jokesters all the time. So Jerry Seinfeld had a good bit about like,
is this a jokester or is this a prankster?
No, a jokester.
Okay.
Much different. Pranksters I love. See, I love pranksters.
Yeah, once in a while.
Jokesters are like small talk people.
Okay.
And where, I mean, Jerry Seinfeld had a good bit about every time you pass somebody in the office, like first it starts like, hey, good morning, James. And then it's like,
oh, and eventually
Jim
devolves.
Jim, what's going on? And then it's just like, and then you either walk past them throughout the day, and then it just becomes Jimbo, like that kind of a thing. Yeah. Like you don't have to say something every time you pass somebody. You don't have to make a dumb fucking small talk joke.
We have a manager who does that whenever he walks through our department to get to the payroll lady in the back of the building.
Yeah,
he'll go passing through, and we're like, we don't care. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't care that you're going anywhere.
Yep.
I couldn't care less that you're walking through the aisle.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
That's not a jokester though.
That is. It's a jokester. They're
that's
jokesters.
Not a joke. There's no punchline. There's no setup.
I would say they're
a
jokester because they're so uncomfortable with themselves and with not saying anything. They make a weird... It's like when people go up to do public speaking. Have you ever done public speaking, like taken a class or anything like that about public speaking?
This is an anecdotester, not a jokester.
No, what I'm saying is...
Anecdotester.
No, people, instead of just being good at public speaking, people think it's good to go up and be funny.
Only if you can crush. But
what I'm saying is
those little BS like small talk kind of jokes that they do to like just get a little bit of engagement with the crowd, those nothing jokes, those stink.
So we watched this video in this public speaking class I did during. Now I've always been very good at public speaking, but this public speaking class we did in my leadership course, Army leadership course
at school
a couple months ago. There was we watched this video of this guy. He thought, he came into this presentation. He had all this stuff planned out. He was going to make this joke. It's a very funny video. I'll have to show you sometime.
What, did he get up there and freeze?
No, he gets up there. He thinks all the things he's doing are good. But instead of like, the video is like, how do I put this? So instead of him making the joke, like the video is done in a way where he's like self-narrating, but like everybody is self-narrating to what's happening, if that makes sense. So he's like, make small joke didn't go over well.
Okay.
Person in the audience goes, eye roll at joke. I heard that fart. That was funny.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, okay, pick on somebody in the front row to make sure everybody's listening. Stuff like that. When you pick on somebody, instantly you're going to start losing people because they go, oh my God, I hope he doesn't call on me.
I'm putting my fingers on my
nose. Oh my
PU.
fucking God, that fart stinks.
Just
dude.
Like that fucking just like that guy.
Oh!
Don't do crowd work at a public speaking gig. It's not gonna work if you're not funny. You're being dramatic, by the way.
That
don't fuck with the best, dude.
That was a good... Oh, man. You got the cats in here now.
Yeah.
Cats... Oh, my... Jesus, dude.
You're being dramatic.
That smells like old trash.
You're being a baby.
Did you eat from a garbage disposal?
Who's to say?
I see one more hilarious note that you wrote down, which is... I would love to talk about that.
Okay.
That fart smells so bad. It ruined my appetite.
Well, speaking of eating... and dumpsters.
Oh my God.
Coworkers, I think I might have talked about this before. Coworkers who don't let you eat in peace.
Yeah, fuck that. Just let me have my headphones in and eat.
Yeah. Today, I was sitting at my computer. This is on me. This is totally on me because
Yeah.
when I take my lunch, I need to literally take it somewhere else and not eat at my fucking
I love to just eat in
computer.
my fucking car.
I do not like eating in my car anymore. I do it all the time, and I'm always like, I gotta stop doing this.
How long do you get for lunch? Half hour?
Hour.
You get an hour.
I get it. Actually, I get as long as I want.
Now,
Really.
do you also get 15-minute breaks throughout the day or no?
I take whatever breaks I want.
Oh, yeah, as long as you get all your work done.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, food in my mouth, headphones in,
Yeah.
coworkers talking to me. The one of the annoying ones I've talked about a lot.
Sure, yeah.
Again, I'm like, number one, I can't answer you because I'm chewing. Number
Yeah.
two, go away.
Can't you see I'm
Go
watching
away.
YouTube?
I'm not in work mode, obviously. I'm in eat mode.
I'm in lunch mode.
I have a fucking bowl.
This is lunch, Matt.
In fact, they had like there was a potluck today of Hawaiian food.
Okay.
It was like a luau style potluck, and I had a plate of fucking food in front of me with a slice of pizza on it and like bread and like just all the fixins.
Pizza is Hawaiian food?
Hawaiian pizza
Is that just with pineapples on it?
and ham. Pineapples and ham is Hawaiian
I
pizza.
feel like they don't eat that in Hawaii.
Probably not.
I
but
feel like indigenous Hawaiians do not eat that.
I'll enjoy it anyway. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
sure
tasty.
Yeah, it sounds good.
There's fucking pizza in front of me, and I'm eating it.
Right.
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, why do people want to fucking... If I'm out with a group of friends, we're going to talk when we eat. If I'm at
That's
fucking
different.
work where I see you every day when I don't want to...
I'm not even facing you. You have to come to me.
Yeah.
You have to make me turn with food in my mouth.
Yeah, stop doing that. If you're
Stop
listening
it.
to this, and I know you are, you fucking idiot.
You fucking you bozo. Stop it.
You bonehead.
Stop it.
Quit it. Don't do that.
That's what happened. That's what happens to my concentration.
That's my brain. Okay.
They say, I'm sitting there chewing. I'm chewing. Coworker comes over. Oh, did you see the email from... Every time.
No, dude. So once again with jokesters, this exact thing happened to me. Like I was eating yesterday. Oh no, I think it was today. I was eating, and jokester number 1 comes up and is like, "Hey, Mr. Straight Edge, you have some coffee over there for you? Some coffee?" And I'm like, "No, thanks." It's like, "Yeah, Mr. Straight Edge, am I right?" Like that, like over and over again. And I know he's just trying to be nice and whatever,
sorry.
but I'm like, dude, like.
I'm sorry for the noise. I'm leaning on the mic stand.
Yeah, I know. And for me,
so
I'm like,
exhausting.
can I just eat my protein bar and be okay?
Oh God, those people make me get older.
Can I just eat my thing?
Fuck time. It's people like that who make you get older.
Speaking of time, I think it's time to wrap up. So let's get to them listener questions, right?
Yeah, we do got some questions to get to.
Let's
So
do it.
we'll wrap it up with
I have
that
a bad
segment.
paper cut that's been multiple days now. It just hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so I have some stuff I could
Whoa,
give
bro.
you to put on that.
How long we been casting?
Long enough. So, what was the question?
Yowza. That's pretty good.
God.
What was the question?
God damn it. I can't remember.
Did you not write it down?
I wrote down the answers, not the question.
Do you have the question in the email?
It wasn't in the email.
Is
I
it on
asked
Instagram?
I asked it on Instagram.
Do you still
Ooh, I'll look in my archive.
There you go.
Well, one of the sets of questions, I captured the question and the answer, so it'll be
Okay.
it'll be different.
No.
You're not working with anybody else? I guess you don't know yet.
I mean, I'm a week in, and not even a real week because they had off Monday, so I started technically Tuesday,
Ooh,
and
go
then
on.
we have off every Friday, and then it's a 4-day weekend because of Memorial Day. So I worked 3 days, I have off 4 days. It's very odd, but I know next week every day I'll be working because I have drill next weekend. So if I'm in a tired mood next week, you'll know why.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a grumpy Gus.
Damn, is this that
You know what?
old?
Nobody names their kid Gus anymore.
Lil Peep's name was Gus, the rapper.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
His real name was Gus?
Gustavo. Yeah, his real name was Gus.
Holy shit, my wife likes Little Peep.
Yeah, I bet she knows that. Mel does too.
Gustavo?
Yeah, that was his full name.
Was he Italian?
No, he was white.
Wait. Do you not consider Italians whites?
Yeah.
I'm Italian.
You're white.
I'm pretty white. Yeah.
You're not. Are you Sicilian?
No, I'm
So
strictly Italian on both sides.
Sicily is in Italy.
No, Sicily is Sicily.
Sicily is the island that the boot is
Yes,
kicking.
exactly. But Sicilians will tell you they are not Italian. They are Sicilian.
Okay. Well, I lost the question, so
God damn it.
I'll just have to.
Just say the answers. Nobody will know what you're talking about. You know, yeah. That was a fart, ladies and gentlemen, by my good friend Tommy Two Streets here, and it's gonna smell in my kitchen when it just stops smelling.
I think the question I put out there was just like what's what I got it. It was what's new at work lately. What's new? What's going on?
Oh my
You
god,
fucking little bitch.
bro, that makes me want to puke.
So puke and shut up. If it's so bad, leave and I'll.
That's a bad fart. I mean, like, I think farts are funny at all times, but oh my god, dude, that smells like pure diarrhea. That smells like pure diarrhea. Oh, my nostrils. My eyes are watering.
I need
bro.
to call a fucking whambulance, dude. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Would you like a wham burger and some
You know
French
how people,
fries?
you know that saying, like, I'm gonna tear you a new asshole? I think somebody needs to for you. 'Cause that one's all used up.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, I asked people what's new. That's what I did.
That was the whole question you were looking for.
Yeah, what's new at work?
That's
lately?
basically like saying, what's up?
Okay. Well, people answered. Do you want to
Okay.
hear it or not?
Yeah, obviously. I'm here, aren't I?
My
Even
one
though it's my house.
my one buddy goes, "Do I like Bob Dylan?" I said no. The answer is no. You don't.
No, Bob Dylan's terrible.
You're just in a phase.
Fuck Bob Dylan. He did nothing for society.
Roxy, who was in the Chuckle Hut on the Text podcast, said,
Oh yeah, Roxy's cool.
yeah, shout out Roxy."
Yeah.
She said, "Why won't somebody give me a $1 million check at work?"
Oh, that would be cool.
I said, "Good question." I said, "We all want one of those." So.
Yeah.
Mikey Fresh says, "Glad to finally be free from the clutches of retail."
Holy shit, he's out of retail. Oh, we get to talk with him next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that.
He did confirm, so next week we could very well have another guest on the show. So that would be really fun. I also love him, so it'll be a good episode.
He's a wonderful human being. I haven't seen him in a while, so it'll be great
he's
to
back.
see him. I know.
He's fucking back.
Very, very excited. He's like full gray now.
Yeah, he looks good.
He
though.
does look good.
Man,
I'll probably cut his hair.
I'm jealous of people with like gray hair, young.
You'll probably get gray hair.
It's cool.
I think you'll get gray hair. I'm starting to get gray hair. I need to cut your hair soon.
Yeah.
Hair's long, bro. It looks good though.
Mel said that you're gay. So that's new
To me or you?
to me.
That's his gal pal.
So-
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's my other half.
Yeah.
Although sometimes shit can go awry, but she really is like the best, dude. She rocks.
Mel's awesome.
She
Even I talk with Mel. I'll text her every once in a while.
She honestly rules.
Yeah, Mel's very cool.
I will give her the credit that she
She
is
mad
due.
at you tonight though.
I mean, it happens. It was a fucking
Never to me once.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We'll see.
Liz is mad at me all the time. No, she's not.
Somebody I used to work with passed away, and it was really
That
sad.
sucks.
James Tassel, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, James.
Jimmy, aka Batman.
Oh, Batman. Why Batman?
Because he had a like in the store, he had a cart that he would push his those just like those little tan carts that just like you'd know it if you saw it. But
Like to restock items and
yes,
stuff?
exactly one of those.
Yep.
His was black.
Okay.
And he had a Batman sticker on the front.
That's
so
cool.
we called his cart Batman. So,
That's great.
So I don't know.
So does that mean he's Robin? Or is he Alfred?
He's Batman.
Oh, he's Batman.
Yeah.
But the cart is also Batman.
No, but even my dad knew Jimmy back in the day. He was like, "How do you like?" He
was that at when you worked at
the one place? Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
He
The grocery store.
Yeah, he recognized my name and he was like, "Wait, are you the son of?" And I was like, "Yeah, Tommy Alderson. That's my dad. That's my
Wow.
dad." And he was like, "I fucking saw your dad at the Stone Balloon when the Stone Balloon was actually the Stone Balloon."
Yeah. Oh, God, that's a whole other story for another night.
That's a generation of boomers that later in life I kind of respect because Newark was cooler.
Newark was cooler. Boomers and some Gen X.
So No, rest in peace,
So no.
Jimmy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy.
The dark. I called him the Dark Knight of Dairy.
Aww.
The gun sommelier. He was a gun guy, big time. He could talk about antique guns specifically. He could talk about gold guns forever. So
people love their guns.
My friend Josh was roasting beans at Little Goat. He said, "Bean machine goes brrr." I was like, yeah,
"That's what
true.
he said for the listener question."
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Out 3 weeks post surgery, but can't wait to get back to helping dogs.
Oh,
My friend Tori, shout out Valhalla Dog Training.
Oh.
She is 110% the reason Elliot is a good dog.
Oh.
Everything I learned from Tori.
Cool.
So I think they're at Valhalla Dog Training on Instagram.
Okay.
So if you have any questions about training a new dog or something,
yeah,
she's the best resource I know.
Awesome, man.
She also just had a kid.
Cool.
So good for them. Let's see. Life rocks right now. Want to be on unemployment again.
Jeez.
But never want to be unemployed again. Sorry. Never want to be unemployed again.
Big difference.
Never want to be unemployed again.
I've heard it the other way too.
Me too. Just joined the service industry as a server.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Who is this person? Do you know them?
Kate Simpers.
You don't have to put their last name out there.
Well, that's how I know Kate.
Okay.
I love KK. That's my homie. I said, best of luck to you.
Jesus God. Yeah. You're going to fucking probably love it for 6 months.
I'm doing the sign of the cross for you. Let's see. Started a new position. And
you did it backwards.
Totally overwhelmed. That's just because of the camera.
No, it's not. I watched you.
Totally overwhelmed. Well, then it'll be right on camera.
I don't think it works like that.
Imposter syndrome is real. Started a new position and totally overwhelmed. That's my friend Kels, who's a behavioral analyst or something for a school in Pennsylvania. I said, no, you are exactly where you should be. Imposter syndrome is just in your fucking head. If you got the job, you got the job because you should.
Yeah.
And you're going to do great. I said, fuck that, you rule, and you got this.
You got this.
And lastly, my friend Kim was like, work needs us to pay a cost of living raise, and we need better maternity leave.
We sure do.
And I was like, fuck yeah, we do. This country is very strange when it comes to maternity leave.
God, I know.
There should be some kind of, like, not that I'm interested in having kids at all, but the people who do, like, there should be care in place for that. Like, other countries, like, legitimately let you set up your kid before you have to go back to work. In this country, it's like, what's maternity leave? Do we know? Like, do you know? Because what, 6 weeks?
It's
2 months?
3 months.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's standard?
It's not. Yeah, and it's still, I mean, you need more than that.
That's
3 months
nothing.
is nothing.
With a brand new kid?
Dude,
fuck
it's
that.
It's so insane. It's
and
so
then
insane.
You put up a great question that I asked.
Yeah.
It was a 2-parter.
Yeah, I know.
It said, how do you feel when you're at work? And then, how do you feel when you get home?
Yep.
So, the responses to the first, I'll tell you, an overwhelming majority of our listeners and probably most other people, non-listeners, they'll listen eventually. Bored. A lot of people are fucking bored at work.
Yeah. That's weird.
I also got burdened, energized, like an idiot based on how the way my boss talks to me.
Uh-oh. That's
and
bad.
that person works at a small business, so it's not
toxic.
It's not like they can just leave.
Sure.
Because they're the only one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, that's a rough position.
Yeah, that's toxic.
Overwhelmed / insane. That was a tattoo artist.
Yikes. Yeah, all tattoo artists right now are super busy.
Yep. And bored, generally sleepy. And then, let's see. When you get home, how do you feel? I got fantastic and useful.
Ooh.
Super horny and homo.
Yeah. Okay. Who wrote that?
Hell yeah. Nate, I fucking love you. When you visit, I can't wait to give you a hug. Calm. Let's see. Happy, excited, extreme relief. Oh, the tattoo artist who was overwhelmed and insane. When he gets home, is horny and alone.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Jerking off to Violet Myers.
Ay.
Shout out, one of my favorite porn stars.
Sleepy. That's my buddy. And I got Sleepy and Goofy from someone else.
Ooh.
Tired but accomplished.
Okay, well, that's nice.
And then Nate, who is horny and homo. He said, like, I want to sleep forever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got 2 more. Relieved. I don't even care what I do when I get home, even if it's doing jujitsu with a hornet's nest. And then finally the last response was from Garrett. He answered both in one response.
Okay.
He said, "What's the difference when you work from home?"
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, whatever, smart ass."
I miss Garrett.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him this summer, I think.
Then I would like to as well. Like, you're gonna go out there to see him?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
It's my turn to visit him. He's been here multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
My buddy Max has been home multiple times, so it's my turn to go out there and see
him.
that's
a very good point. Ah, man, I would really like to go with you.
It's I'm doing it in August.
The 3 of us. Yeah, I can't. I have air assault school.
Oh, poop.
Yep. I've been training for that. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
Better pass. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions for us, or if you would like to answer our questions, you can reach us on our Instagram page at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast. And if you would like to write into us, maybe you don't do social media, we have a Gmail account that is at ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. Your spelled UR. Once again, that is ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. I know it's tough out there right now. I just started a new job. Mm-hmm. You're never too old to learn. Don't ever forget that. You can
it's important not to forget that, actually.
Especially with YouTube and there's a million things out there. You can learn anything.
People get set in their ways to a toxic level,
yes,
I would say.
Most definitely.
It's so set in their ways and lazy that it is a detriment to the rest of their life.
Yes.
It holds you back. It makes you dumber. It makes you age quicker.
It does.
And
that's actually a good point.
It makes you. I think I just think it makes you grumpy because other people are doing things another way, even though it's not your way. It could be better.
Look how grumpy Tom is right now.
You should probably listen to them.
Yeah.
Don't stop learning shit.
All right.
Do not.
With that, just remember you fucking matter and you are not worthless. And this has been another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Drink some water and get your steps in.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your service.